Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is M. Wirajati Perdana. I'm from class 4D English Education Department. Today, I will explain to you about the importance of language learning in an Islamic perspective. Okay, in Surah Al-Hujurat, ayat 13, Allah said, Ya ayyuhan nasu inna khalaqnakum min zakari wa unsa wa ja'alnakum syu'ubaw wa qabaila lita'aruf. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum innallaha alimun khabir. Okay, the meaning is, O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you into nations and tribes that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. So we know from the ayah, Allah created people into tribes and nations to know about each other, right? Introductions between tribes and nations must use what we call communication tools. And one of the kind of communication tools absolutely is language. About the language difference between two or more nations can be hinders the communication. So therefore, there is an interest in studying the language and culture of another nations. Or what is described about differences of language was also experienced at the time when the Prophet Muhammad SAW in the beginning of Islam era. When the Prophet Muhammad SAW start to develop a society and Islamic dakwah more broadly, there was an interest in mastering foreign language. Therefore, he ordered people, Muslim, to study it. The foreign language. It was narrated by Al-Amashi from Sabit bin Ubaid al-Ansari, from Zaid bin Sabit. He said, the messenger of Allah said to me, do you speak Syria? And I replied, no, I can't. So he said, learn, because we often receive letters. So I learned it in 17 days. The common to learn a foreign language can be understood that learning it for the benefit in a practice, tradition, or sunnah that the Prophet Muhammad SAW ordered by. If learning a foreign language is a sunnah, it means that the learning of language is ibadah, is worship. So the motivation, the intention, and purpose of this worship should be owned by every Muslim who learns a second language. Okay. So there are questions. So is the language that must be learned only Arabic? The answer about this question, absolutely not. Okay, whatever the language, there is no language is forbidden to learn in Islam. Islam emphasizes aspects of meaning and content. Those are more important than the kind of language. Yeah, about the content of the language. So whatever the language, Islam emphasize aspect of meaning and content. So therefore, in language practice, there are a number of principles that we need to be considered. Okay, the Prophet Muhammad emphasized the importance of correctness of content, language etiquette, ways of dialogue or discussion. So language should not be used as a means to lie or deceive or harmless words, so like that, then the truth of the content of words or writings is the main, is the main principle of language according to Islam. So in addition, there's no reason for any prohibition in learning language other than Arabic. I think enough for me about the importance of language learning in uh, in an Islamic perspective. If there are, if I make a mistake about the material, I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.